back in McDonald's because my upload was taken all yesterday afternoon and all last night to get to 60%. So I've popped to McDonald's now. The download speed is rubbish, but the upload speed is quite good. So I'm just going to wait here and have a hash brown until it's done, and then go to Canterbury Cathedral because that opens at 9 and it's about 8:30. Sorry, hello and welcome to my next video. Yes, it's been one of those kind of, the upload speed at Canterbury is absolutely awful, and obviously because I've not got Steve and Catherine with the Starlink, it's been a bit of a nightmare. So trying to upload videos there has just been hard, especially because I've been there for a couple of days now. Today is Monday, I've been there since Friday. So it's going. We just have to see how long it takes. So it's now 20 to 9 and it's just started going up to 60%. So fingers crossed, I'm going to sit here and have a cold drink, and then hopefully I can get to Canterbury Cathedral nice and early. But as you can see, it's a little bit of a rainy day in Canterbury today, sadly. In the meantime, I'm going to sit and answer some comments and make sure that I've been messing around with thumbnails and stuff. Like I told you before, like the ones that I've got to use to grab attention, I've then gone back and changed to the actual place that I've been to, just so it's easier for people to find places where I've been, sort of thing. So yeah, I'm kind of going backwards and doing that sort of thing. It's time consuming, but it's worth it, because when I'm going somewhere, I look for the actual place name and not for clicky videos, so that's what I'm doing. Okie dokie, it's gone. So I've got some bits here that I'm taking into the charity shop. Hopefully they'll take it and then I can go to the cathedral. Okay, that was nice and easy. She just took everything. So now to the cathedral, because I think that opens at 9. So if I get in nice and early, I can get in and out before any tours and that come. As you can see, we have had a little bit of rain. It's still very early. It's like, what time are we on? But you can just see the cathedral there. 9:15, so I think it opens at 9. That's what Google said anyway. So let's go and have a look and see if we can get in. This is a little bit different to the last couple of days, isn't it? There's no people. There's a church just here. I don't think I've been down this road yet. I think it's St Thomas's. I'm just going to go and have a little look. So this tower, apparently it was part of a church. It was demolished in 1871, and the Baroque monument of a Whitefield family dated from 1680 was then placed in its present position. The sculpture of the Flemish influence is typical of the style of Arnold of Quellin, this is the sculpture, and Gwynlyn Gibbons. The monument has been restored by the Victoria and Albert Museum with the assistance of the Department of Environment and Canterbury City Gore. That's cool, isn't it? You can't really see the top of it just because of the light. You see it a little bit better there. And this is the tower that it is stored in. It's in a little like garden. And then St Thomas's Church is just there at the back. This statue is called Be Welcoming. It says, be forgetful to entertain strangers, for thereby some have entertained angels unawares. And this is St Thomas's Church. It's a Roman Catholic church. It's a prominent, peaceful place of worship in the heart of Canterbury. It's significant as it houses a relic of St Thomas Becket, who was the martyred Archbishop of Canterbury. That is a better look at the tower and St Thomas's. So I'm headed down this way now to go to the cathedral. It's nice wandering around first thing in the morning where there's not a lot of people. It's more my sort of place then. These are the ticket prices to Canterbury Cathedral. So it's £19.50 for an adult, and at weekends in July and August it's £21. Google was wrong. It's open for sightseeing from 10. There's quite a few people waiting outside. It's half an hour wait to get in, so I'm just going to take myself for a little walk through some gardens and have a little mooch around there first. It's only 3 minutes away. That's what I love about Canterbury. Even when you start walking to the outskirts, it's pretty, and there's like pretty little houses dotted around everywhere. It's just a really pretty place to visit. It's really nice wandering around this morning. It's nice and cool. It's not raining and the sun's not beaming down on my head. I do like it when it's sunny, but not too hot. I'm enjoying it. Excuse the street sweeper, but that's Jeffrey Chaucer. And just across the road is the Canterbury Pilgrims Hospital of St Thomas. That's only open on a Wednesday, I think. Well, from Wednesday. Wednesday and Thursday. And while it's not busy, I will pop you through here and show you a view. Everybody seems to get on Instagram and Facebook of Canterbury. It's just on the bridge we're going across. That is Greyfriars Lodge, which is founded in 1267 apparently. So I'm on my way to Greyfriars Chapel. It's not open, but it's in the garden, so I figured I'd go and have a look. Lots of places are called like the Monk and Canterbury Tales sort of things. It's really cool. It's a beautiful looking building, isn't it? The Fruitworks Co-working. Oh, it's a foundry. Oh, this is pretty, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Going into Greyfriars Gardens. I've never been this far in Canterbury before, but it's well pretty. I'm glad I decided to come and have a little look. Oh no, there's machinery. Typical of my life, isn't it? But look, the river goes underneath. That made me jump, it was a pigeon. Seemingly the chapel is where they fenced it all off, so I can't get to it. Absolutely typical. Sole surviving building of England's first Franciscan friary, originally built in 1267. So I really wanted to go and see it, but I can't get past the workmen, sadly. So I'm going to turn around. It's 10 to 10 now and go and head to the cathedral, I think. That is it though. That's what I was coming to see, Greyfriars. And I can't get to it. Apparently after the Reformation, the chapel was repurposed for various uses, including an 18th century prison for convicts awaiting transportation, and historic graffiti carved by the inmates can still be seen on the wooden walls inside. It's a shame, I would like to have got in, but hey hum, let's go and do the cathedral. There might be another way to it, I'll have to have a look in a bit. But this is really cute if you fancy a little walk out of Canterbury. It's proper sweet down here. Holy moly, I think I underestimated it. I definitely severely underestimated how many people would be coming on a Monday morning. Okay, we made it inside, so a big tour's just gone in, so I'm just going to have a walk around the outside and wait for them to clear off a little bit. But our loo's up here apparently, so I am going to go and do the loos first. Just look at it, it's absolutely stunning. What a place. I've always wanted to come. Now your ticket does allow you to come back anytime within a year. If I wanted to come back later on today, I could do. That's what the guy said, so that's really good. But look at it, that's amazing, isn't it? So I'm probably just going to do a walkthrough and a voiceover in there, just because it's quite busy and it's just easier for me to do it that way. Toilets are in this direction apparently. This is called the Canterbury War Horse, and it represents the conflict of loss of human and animal life during the First World War. Over 8 million horses died during this war. Oh, that's really sad. That's kind of a nice representation of the animal lost during the war. Imagine standing alone inside of one of England's oldest and most famous cathedrals. The stone walls rise high into the darkness. Ancient footsteps seem to echo long after everyone has gone home. A distant creak breaks the silence, and then you hear footsteps, but nobody's there. Welcome to Canterbury Cathedral. A place of worship for more than 14 centuries, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and according to countless stories, one of Britain's most haunted buildings. Today, we'll explore the ghostly legends, mysterious sightings, and chilling encounters that have become part of the cathedral's long and often bloody history. Located in the historic city of Canterbury, the cathedral has witnessed wars, assassinations, political intrigue, and religious upheaval. With so much history concentrated within its ancient walls, perhaps it's no surprise that many people believe that some of its former inhabitants never truly left. The cathedral's most famous ghost story centres around a man whose death shocked medieval Europe. In the year 1170, Archbishop Thomas Becket was brutally murdered inside the cathedral. The story is legendary. After a bitter conflict with King Henry II, 4 knights rode to Canterbury believing they were carrying out the king's wishes. They confronted Becket inside the cathedral. The argument escalated. Swords were drawn, and before horrified witnesses, the Archbishop was struck down near the altar. One chronicler described how the attack was so savage that part of Becket's skull was sliced away. The murder transformed Becket into a martyr almost instantly, Pilgrims travelled across from Europe to visit his shrine, seeking miracles and healing. But according to local legends, Becket's spirit may still walk the place where he died. Over the centuries, visitors and staff have reported seeing a shadowy robed figure moving through the cathedral late at night. Witnesses often describe the apparition as silent and solemn, disappearing as quickly as it appears. Some believe the figure is Thomas Becket, forever tied to the site of his violent death. Others claim to have heard disembodied footsteps approaching the location of the murder before suddenly stopping. No person is ever found. Perhaps even stranger are reports involving sudden drops in temperature around the area associated with Becket's final moments. Skeptics argue that old stone buildings naturally create cold spots. Believers disagree. For them, these experiences are evidence that the Archbishop's presence still lingers. Another recurring figure is known simply as the Black Monk. Descriptions vary, but many accounts portray a tall, dark-robed monk moving silently through the corridors and side chapels. Unlike traditional ghost stories involving screams or violent encounters, the Black Monk is usually described as watchful, almost as though he is guarding something. Several witnesses have claimed to see the figure from the corner of their eye, only for it to vanish when directly observed. The story becomes even more intriguing when you consider the cathedral's monastic past. For centuries, monks lived, prayed, and worked here daily. Many were buried nearby. If any place could accumulate centuries of spiritual energy and folklore, it would be this one. Then there are the mysterious sounds. Cathedral staff over the years have spoken of hearing doors opening and closing when the building was empty. Some have reported faint chanting drifting through the darkened sections of the structure. Others describe hearing what sounds like groups of people moving about after visiting hours, despite security checks confirming no one is present. Of course, old buildings are full of strange noises. Wood expands, stone shifts, wind travels through the ancient passages, yet some sounds seem difficult to explain. One particularly eerie legend involves phantom monks. Witnesses claim to have seen processions of robed figures moving through parts of the cathedral before fading away. The apparitions reportedly resemble medieval monks engaged in prayer. The sightings are often brief, just a glimpse, a movement, a procession that shouldn't exist, and then nothing, gone. As though the past briefly leaked into the present. The cathedral's crypt has also inspired countless tales. Crypts naturally capture the imagination. Dim lighting, ancient tombs, centuries of history hidden beneath the ground. Visitors occasionally describe feelings of unease or the sensation of being watched. Some claim they have experienced overwhelming sadness without any obvious cause. Paranormal investigators often point to such reports as signs of supernatural activity. Psychologists, meanwhile, suggest that expectation and atmosphere can strongly influence human perception. The truth may depend on what you already believe. One of the most fascinating aspects of Canterbury's ghost stories is that many involve ordinary people rather than dedicated ghost hunters. Tourists, volunteers, maintenance workers, clergy, people who had no intention of searching for the paranormal. Some reported strange figures, others described unusual sensations. A few simply felt that they were not alone. Whether these experiences were supernatural encounters or tricks of the mind remains impossible to prove. So is Canterbury Cathedral truly haunted? Did the spirit of Thomas Becket remain after his murder? Do phantom monks still walk the ancient passageways after dark? Or are these stories simply the product of history, imagination, and the powerful atmosphere of one of Britain's most remarkable buildings? No one knows for certain, but next time you visit Canterbury Cathedral, Listen carefully. Pay attention to the silence. Watch the shadows. And if you hear footsteps echoing through the ancient walls behind you, you might want to think twice before turning around. The bells? 11 o'clock. That was perfect timing to come outside, wasn't it? I'm outside now, so I'll do a little bit of talking, but this is a burial ground. A cloister, I think it says just over there. So you've got to stick to this kind of path. But this is beautiful. It's absolutely stunning in there. I can't believe how massive it is. It's just huge. I've been in there for an hour. You can see they're doing some works over there, but look how stunning this place is. It's so amazing. So the cloisters, which is where we are, form a peaceful quadrangle that once served as the heart of the monastic life within the cathedral precincts. It was constructed mainly during the 14th and 15th centuries, and these covered walkways, which you can see all around, did connect the cathedral with the key monastic buildings such as chapter house, dormitory and refectory, allowing the monks to move between the spaces while protected from the elements. That architecture reflects the perpendicular Gothic style marked by elegant ribbed vaulting and delicate tracery. In the monastic era, the cloisters were not only a functional corridor but a space for quiet contemplation, scripture reading and routine procession. They symbolised the spiritual journey of the monks, framing the physical centre of the medieval floor tiles, which still remain visible, and the cloister walls bear centuries of old graffiti, offering glimpses into the lives and the marks left behind by pilgrims, visitors, and even schoolboys from later generations. Wow, take a look at that. That looks amazing. We can actually go in amongst it all, which is really cool. This is Water Tower Gardens. It was named after the octagonal two-storey tower built in 1160, and inside the tower was large tanks for distributing water to various other buildings and an ornate fountain and wash basin. Apparently, the water tower distributed 10,000 litres to the priory every hour, which was really considered quite good for fresh water supply in those days. How beautiful is this? So stunning. I'm so glad I came. The sun's starting to come out. We even get some impressive views from outside here. Look, just at the back. It actually goes on and on and on. It's huge. So I've paid nearly £20 to get in, but because you can come back anytime, like you can go out for dinner and then come back and do a bit more later. I think it is quite good actually. But it's absolutely stunning. I'm loving this. So the cathedral is just there. I'm within like the precinct now, the cathedral precincts that they would have called back in the day. I'm just having a little meander around looking at the buildings. There must be a school here. Well, there's lots of school trips here, but there's kids walking around in school uniform. It seemed I was the only tourist in the vicinity, so I've left and not recorded anything because it's a school area and it's a bit inappropriate. But it is really pretty. You are free to wander around, but there are signs saying private on quite a few of the spaces. There's lots of kids in school uniform wandering around, so I haven't recorded anything there. Okay, the memorial garden's in that direction, but I don't think I'm going to go in there. And I think I'm just going to get my coat on and head back up to Canterbury because it's starting to rain again. Oh, it's the Friends Garden it's called. This is what it is. Friends of the Cathedral's Fan Club. Oh, it's a memorial garden as well. What's this? There's a big tree. Look at that tree. It's absolutely huge. It's called the plane tree. Canterbury is home to a striking variety of plane tree, which is easy to spot due to its impressively wide trunk. It is commonly known by the nickname of the baobab plane, after its resemblance to the African trees of that name, which are noted for shedding strips of bark and helping to fend off the effects of pollution. Okay, put my coat on. There is another little bit over there, but it's like full of school people, so I'm not going that way. So I'm going to head out into Canterbury now and possibly get the bus back to the van for some dinner, because it's time's ticking on quite quick. It's huge, this place, so you've always got loads to discover if you come. Pirate songs now. He's really good, actually. Okay, this is Canterbury, Monday at 11:30. How many people? It's crazy how many people are out and about. I've just missed the bus, but they are something like every 5 minutes or so, so there should be another one along very shortly. But yes, let's head back. See if little Douglas is okay. And rest my feet. My ankles are a little bit sore from all the walking. If you don't know, that's the bus stop you need. It's just by H&M, so it's E3, Canterbury, Park and Ride to New Dover Road if you're stopping on the motorhome air there. Okie dokie, I'm back. Doug's just eating his dinner. I'm just sorting out, putting stuff back in my backpack that I tend to keep in this one, which is stuff for hiking, like my pole and... Ooh, the door's just slammed shut. It's quite windy and a lot cooler today, and my water bottle's decided to go all the way down here, so I'll have to drop that. I reached it. There we go. Because this backpack is like my hiking backpack, so I tend to just keep everything I need for that in there. And then I know where it all is, but it's the only one that the laptop will physically fit in. So yeah, right, I've been out 3.5 hours. That cathedral on the grounds are absolutely massive. I'm really thirsty. I did have a drink in McDonald's when I was uploading my video. I weren't in there that long actually, because it had uploaded nearly 60% before I left, and the other 30% probably took about 20 minutes, so not too bad. Oh, we're waiting for water. I need to go and get some water actually, because that is empty nearly. So I've heard of the others, and they had a bit of an issue, but it's now passed, so they're sorting everything out and they're hopefully going to be here this evening. Fingers crossed, because I think Steve's had a bit of a stressful morning, bless him. But yes, so it's all passed, so they are coming down today at some point, because obviously the animal health certificates are booked in for tomorrow, so they do really need to be here today, well, or really in the morning. So that's tomorrow's job, is to take the van, take him, go and get his animal health certificate, and then we need to decide when we're booking the ferry and when we are going out. Last night I had a really nice surprise, so I was just meandering around walking Doug, and I heard somebody shout Suzy, and it was the Gators on tour, and they were just parked over there. I didn't even see them come in, to be fair, because I was watching. What was I watching? Oh, I watched The School for Good and Evil. It was really good, really enjoyed it. But yeah, that's what I was watching, so I didn't really see the van come in, because I would have recognised the van, because obviously we met them in Europe. Do you want to go up, Doug? Hold on, let me give his nibs a hand. So now I need to make myself some dinner. I have an headache tablet, because I've got a right headache. I don't know where that's come from. And yeah, see what we're doing for the afternoon, eh, Doug? I need a shower today. So we need to get the boiler going, don't we? I don't know how much gas I've got. I haven't checked, but now the fridge is not on gas, it's not as bad. I'm not as worried about it. If necessary, you can always have a shower in cold water, can't you? It's not like I've not been in cold water before. So I think it will be pretty late on by the time they manage to get here. So I've got the afternoon to myself to edit this video, start trying to upload it. You know, if the upload speed was better, it'd be absolutely perfect here, but the internet's a little bit rubbish. Obviously I've got the little router and I get better download speeds when I plug it into the van's aerial. It jumped up from like 3 megabits a second to about 25 when I did that, but it's not constant because it does drop off quite a lot, and the upload speed is less than 1. So in Canterbury today it was 7, so it uploaded 30% within about 20 minutes. But yeah, it is a bit annoying, but it's not like it costs, well, it does cost money because I have to go and sit in somewhere. Well, I did today. I could have sat outside. Couldn't have sat outside yesterday, it was too busy. But if it were quiet, I could have sat outside yesterday. But it was raining this morning when I got there, so I had to go indoors. So I just went straight back to McDonald's, got myself a drink. And one hash brown is £1.49, I think it was. I thought that was absolutely ridiculous. What's happened to the price of hash browns? I want some ham. Yeah, yummy yum. That's proper skyrocketed. That I didn't think they were that expensive. I thought, I'll just have myself one hash brown because I've had my breakfast. And I used to really like McDonald's hash browns, and now they're not anywhere near as nice. It's definitely not worth £1.50 anyway. That's me having my little rant for the day. I want to say a big thank you to Catherine and Minnie for sending me money for buying me coffee. Thank you, my lovelies. That has probably gone towards my little McDonald's treats while I'm trying to upload these videos while I'm here. Hopefully their Starlink will do better when they get here, and then I won't have to worry so much about it, because obviously I'm pretty close with the videos now. So this video, today is Monday, this video is going out for Wednesday. So yeah, I'm getting closer and closer with the videos. That was what my aim was though, because I wanted to start getting the Europe ones out pretty much when I got there, sort of thing. So that was, I thought I'd let myself catch up with the videos. That's why I've kind of been doing half a video a day. It's given me a little bit of a break, and it's been a bit different for you to watch. And then it's let me catch up a little bit in order to go over to Europe. So that was my aim with that. But yeah, I don't know why Canterbury's so bad with regards to the internet. It's really weird. I don't remember it being that bad the last time I was there, but maybe I didn't have to upload a video. I don't know. Don't really remember. I think I might have been a little bit stressed because it was my first time getting on for it. And I'm currently not thinking about it, so I'm not stressed, but as soon as I book it, I'll be thinking about it and I'll be getting stressed. It's just the way I am. Okay, so we've got dinner. And my dog, he's just jumped off because I've got some dinner. Oh, I need to make that cup of tea, don't we? So the time is 12:10. I don't think they're going to be with me till late evening, to be quite honest. It's a bit of a drive from where they are, and in a van it takes longer. And when I spoke to the gators last night, they said it took them ages because they got stuck in loads of traffic. There'd been a big crash on the M20, I think. So yeah, it just depends on traffic and stuff, doesn't it? So I'll plan for my tea, and I'll see them when they get here. But for now, I'm going to sit and eat my dinner because I'm pretty hungry. I've done quite a bit of walking this morning. It's getting warm now. I'm just running around doing some jobs, and then I'm going to edit this video, and then that's it for me today. Well, I'm just going to put the boiler on and have a shower. I've took the cover off so I don't blow it across the car park. And yeah, I've just filled up the water with the bottles. I've not moved. Well, the bin man's here. There's loads of rats on here still, absolutely loads of them. So I'm probably going to end this video here. I will pick you up tomorrow when I go and get his animal health certificate, and fingers crossed we've booked the ferry and everything is tickety-boo. So I'll say thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed Canterbury Cathedral as much as I did, and I will see you all in the morning. See you later.